And Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju has spoken exclusively to CNN News 18, saying that the current parliamentary session is not the toughest that he's faced so far, but he does go on to stress that the House must strictly follow established rules and procedures. Taking a jibe at the Grand Old Party, Rijiju also said that while every MP has the right to participate and represent their constituency, Rahul Gandhi has at times acted without adhering to parliamentary rules, causing disruptions in the proceedings. Watch this conversation with my colleague Arunima.
We're in Tawang and behind us is the Tuang Chu River. You can see the rapids and how strong the current is flowing. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju, is this a stronger current than what you faced in Parliament?
No, here we are in the midst of the nature, so I feel quite relaxed when I'm with the people. After the Parliament session, I headed straight to Arunachal Pradesh here in Tawang because we are organizing the international kayaking competition here. I must thank the Indian Kayaking Association and Arunachal Kayaking and Canoeing Association for putting together to host such an international event in this remote corner of Arunachal Pradesh here in Tawang. And this is the tri-junction here, Bhutan, and the other side is Tibet-China border. So normally people are not aware of the water sports potential here. People know only about the mountains, snow and trekking and all. But water sports is going to be the next big thing. I am telling many of my colleagues that Arunachal offers like no other states. Arunachal has the widest ranges of adventure sports potentials, whether it's simple, adventure activities or deep competition like white water rafting, canoeing, kayaking, and also high mountain trekking. And then also we have varieties of activities which we can do because Arunachal is the largest state amongst the Himalayan region and also the biggest state in Northeast. And God has been very kind to Arunachal. We have less population and big land. So we offer a huge potential. So now Arunachal will also be known as the adventure sports capital of the country. We are offering wide varieties of opportunities. We are looking forward to host such events more in the future.
Since you're talking about sports, I have to ask you this. The biggest sporting event for South Asia currently is the T20 World Cup. India is going to play Pakistan after a lot of politics happened around it. What is your thoughts as a sports lover?
Well, cricket is a very long game. I normally don't watch cricket because it's a full day and sometimes a 5-day test. But when India plays, I try to watch. But now I'm here in the event. I'm not connected with television.
But any message you want to give to Surya Kumar Yadav?
No, my wishes to the Indian team to give their best. And India is always, I've seen perform better against Pakistan.
And is that why Pakistan developed a cold feet and said first we are going to boycott the match? What do you think?
No, see, I don't want to get into the politics. Any international event is a sporting competition. The politics do not come into it. Many people in India do not understand that part. Some people may question why India is playing against Pakistan. Or in Pakistan they may question. But in international event, if you don't play, you lose out. And if you deny another country to come to India and participate in the international event, then we will be penalized by the international body. There's a rule. So on the sporting field, you don't bring politics. That is the Charter of Olympics, which has been defined very clearly. So normally, sports and politics are different, but we Indians are a bit emotional at times. So against Pakistan, the Indians are more charged up.
I have to ask you two questions about politics. Was this the toughest parliamentary session as Parliamentary Affairs Minister that you faced?
No, I think as a Member of Parliament, everybody has to participate and everybody has to represent their people. But when somebody, in this case like Rahul Gandhi ji, tries to enforce his will without following the rule, then it becomes difficult for the government to handle him, because we are allowing every member as per rules. We want to run the house as per the rules of procedure and conduct of business, which is well defined. But when Rahul Gandhi ji doesn't follow the rules, then it becomes difficult, because his supporters and his well-wishers don't know the rules of the parliament. So they think that government is obstructing Rahul Gandhi. So somebody should tell that Rahul Gandhi is not following the rules. But because of that, there are other factors, like the smaller parties become victims. They don't get chance to speak.
Manikam Tagore, in fact, was speaking to CNN News 18 and said that you have become an obstruction to smooth functioning of Parliament, saying that because you obstruct, there's a problem.
No, that is what. No, I have to enforce the rule. If, suppose, very simple example, a book is not published. The author and the publisher are saying it is not published yet. Yet the leader of opposition wants to quote from that book. Who on this earth can justify such childish act? Tell me. Simple question. Congress party or anybody, can they justify in one line that how any member, whether Rahul Gandhi or anybody, how can a member quote a portion of a book which is not even published yet? We will become mockery if I say that you can speak, Rahul Gandhi can speak anything what he wants without rules, without any procedure. People will laugh at me as a parliamentary affairs minister. I don't point out these rules and regulations. So when you talk and raise certain issues, you must know what you are talking.
My final question, sir. Will the substantive motion by Nishikant Dubey go through? He's asking membership of Rahul Gandhi to be cancelled.
Now, for that matter, if any member of parliament raises any motion, it has to be taken into cognizance as per the prescribed rule. So, the motion against Rahul Gandhi is also there with the speaker. We will discuss with
The
the speaker.
speaker himself is facing no confidence. They're also threatening impeachment against Yanesh Kumar.
This threatening doesn't work. No? We are in the government. We have the majority. The opposition has free to speak whatever they want. They have all the freedom. I can't take away their freedom. But their freedom doesn't mean that they will override or they can overrun everybody. We are here as per the provisions of the Constitution and by the will of the people. We will enforce what people of the country tell us to do.